T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
On the planet. And if you are not dancing to that theme like I was, I don't know what you're doing, honestly. We are live 15 minutes, well, 12 minutes early, I guess, for the last show of the year. So we've decided to take a trip to the UK. Honestly, Monday Night Raw, this is the last show of 2022, and I'm really excited. I don't know why the brightening, the light is just absolutely awful.
I wish I could answer that question myself, but I can't actually.
Honestly, how are you tonight?
I'm great. I mean, tonight was a really good show. Honestly, it's like it's a lot that was happening, I will have to say. And I'm glad that we do get a little break, from Monday Night Raw. You guys won't see us again for Monday Night Raw until,
Next year.
Next year.
Now we will, the Salt Shakers will be having a very special episode of Impact Wrestling next week, but we'll get into that on Thursday. But now I'm going to turn it over to your lead host for tonight, Dreon Santana, my tag team partner, because she is your host. Because honestly, like really and truly, we would only be talking about Bailey and Becky, but we're going to talk about the whole card. Are you ready?
We're talk about Alexa and Bianca as well. Like,
oh yeah, that as well.
I mean, and Rhea too, But I mean, okay, so open the show. We got Roman back here. Of course, he's so upset about the fact that John Cena will be tagging with Kevin Owens in Tampa on December the 30th. In the tag match with him and Sami Uso. So hopefully, that's going to transpire. It's going to take place. And I hope you guys are ready for that. But the Bloodline themselves are on a full blast ruckus on taking out everybody. You see Ali in the back, can't even get up.
Oh my God.
He's fighting for his life each and every week. This is what he does. And what will be Roman's 11th and final match of 2022? Seems as if like that's exactly what it's going to be. So we want to keep it that way, to be exact. So, Bloodline, everybody. Just beating up everybody all night. To be honest, that's all I can really say. We open up the show with the Street Profits versus Judgment Day, Finn Balor and fucking Damian Priest, Lord. You're on mute, Nikki.
I was really surprised. I I was really surprised with this one, honestly.
Why you really?
Oh my god.
So I gotta make some arrangements over here. People are talking real loud, very extravagantly. Please not be dog. So we had this match first, like I said, and it started out to be really good. You know, it was really nice. A lot of action going on between these guys. To be honest, I will have to say it was really good for the opening. Dominic is still coming out blind because, of course, last week he got poison mist in his eyes by Oscar, and so he's being Ray Charles a little bit. Can't really see. He's a little blind, but that's that. But it was a really good match. Like I said, starting out the show. And of course, you still see the bloodline back here still beating up everybody. They took out my fucking Dean, okay? Chase University, my Dean Andre Chase, they took him out.
That was so random when I heard
like,
about that. I was like, what's in the show?
Like, you gotta be joking me. You jumping my Dean. You crazy. But like I said, there's a lot of action happening all over through the night. This is not the last time we see the bloodline. But nonetheless, the Street Profits end up getting a win on Judgment Day, which Judgment Day has really been taking a lot of wins lately, but they lost to the Street Profits. Look at the V's coming in on Dawkins. Hello? Smash getting her V cut. Mr. Dawkins, hello? All right,
All right, Mr. Dawkins.
Yeah, but the win didn't take so much surprising because Tozawa ended up pouring whatever was in that cup into Dominic's face because he tried to put on Rhea. And Rhea approaches that man and punches the holy hell out of him. And it leads us to having an intergender match between Akira Tozawa and Rhea Ripley.
Who would have thought?
Wouldn't really
on the last show we would be talking about it. Intergender.
What did you think about Nikki?
I thought it was pretty appropriate. I thought that Rhea really beat the hell out of him, and obviously, she gets the win. I think it's bittersweet though because,
there's a lot of men out there that wish they were folded like this.
Yeah, he got fucked, definitely.
Very much. But little Peggy. Look. Joseph said they are slowly making Rhea into China of Judgment Day. I can see Rhea in both Rumbles. This shouldn't have been as fun as it was. Honestly, can you imagine Rhea Ripley being in the men's Royal Rumble with Randy Orton in the ring?
She gonna eliminate him.
She's gonna get fucking RKO.
Could you imagine Rhea going on to winning the Intercontinental title or something? Or the United States Championship.
She's gonna have to beat Gunther or freaking Austin Theory.
She could beat Austin Theory.
She's gonna pick up Gunther and put him in a riptide and fold his ass up like that.
Oh my god, no, not Gunther.
Can you imagine?
No, hell no. 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 Not even in
being folded like that.
Not even in gameplay. Not even in 2K.
We should make that happen.
Somehow, some way. Gunther is set on his ass by.
Listen, she could take it off Theory, have him folded up just like this.
Disgusting.
It's awful.
But Akira, he looks very
comfortable.
Very comfortable.
I will have to say a lot of men out there a little jealous of Tozawa, being in this position by Rhea that they all have been wanting to be in. So be very jealous. So that's that on that. It's not really much to say, but shout out to Rhea giving us a little bit of a surprise in the gender match. Should have been Montez. He probably would have smacked her, no lie. He would have gave her a nice backhand. So we get back here because, like we said, the bloodline has been causing a lot of issues all night long, and it seems as if we might be getting a little bit of the Hurt Business back. currently. We didn't see Omos with MVP, which you always do, and it seems as if like maybe MVP might be having a little bit of change of heart and may want to go pick up the Hurt Business. I don't know if it's going to happen or when it's going to transpire, but it is very possible because then we see the Hurt Business are laid out on the ground together next to each other. Adam Pearce is on the phone. We got refs over here. Dolph Ziggler even gets attacked. And it's a lot that was just really happening tonight. And the Bloodline had a lot of people to go after just so they can meet up with Kevin Owens. So I don't know. So we get here, the OC versus Alpha Academy in a tag match. Wasn't too bad. Was really, really nice tag match, I would have to say, but the OC ended up taking up the win. And well, like I said, the Bloodline wasn't done with the people in the back, so they decided they want to bring all the action to the ring, and they literally take out everybody. Mia Yim gets the hell out the ring immediately, as if she's never been in, as if she wasn't smacking people around in that Ultimate X match. But, you know, this is WWE, not Impact Wrestling, because honestly, she probably would have, you know, Jordan Grace would have handled all of them, no lie.
Yeah, no lie. Like by herself. Immediately. Bang. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't mind the Night of Fury, like of y'all attacking everybody and stuff like that. But damn.
It was up to everybody. No matter who you are, or anything like that. They was out to everybody. Even took out AJ Styles, but even they had to get everybody to come out. Security, producers, everybody came out, tried to restrain the Bloodline, get them out of the ring, get them out of the building. And you know, they got a chance to walk a little freely until AJ Styles came out of nowhere and literally knocked the hell out of Sami Zayn. He said he wanted Sami Uso, and so he got Sami Uso. But before all of those other things transpire later on in the show, we have to talk about this here.
Oh, pleasantly.
Wrestling. Alexa Bliss and your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, the ESC of WWE, have a sit down, which they always try to give the women sit downs, you know. And, well, Alexa said a handful tonight. She basically, in short term, she basically said, bitch, I was you before you got here, okay? I had all the gold. Everybody was after me. Everybody wanted to be me. Everybody looked up to me. All of that. I was winning championships way before you even walked through the building, before anybody knew who Bianca Belair was. So show me some fucking respect before I take your goddamn title.
Honestly, like seeing Bliss, like we have to remember, she's the first ever woman in the division to hold both of the Raw Women's Championships and the SmackDown Women's Championship as well. She's never been the NXT Women's Champion, but she's up there. She really is. She's held the title multiple times. So
she's a vet in her own right.
I was a little surprised. I wasn't surprised at what she was saying. I was more so surprised to hear her say it, because that's something that Bliss doesn't really do. Like she doesn't really like. She's not a Charlotte. You know, she's not like a boastful person like a Charlotte or Sasha or Bailey. You know, she wasn't holding back tonight, and that's what I liked. But I didn't think that she would do what she did after this. So
yeah, well, technically, it really wasn't her that did it. As we all know, there's this thing that's triggering her to do things, but she zones out. Before she did what she did, and before Byron felt as if like it was getting very heated. You know, Bianca's just like, you know, she's not going to worry about it. She's going to get up and go. But, you know, Bray Wyatt's thing back here on a Titantron flicks on and off. And it's like Alexa goes into this trance and she pauses. And then she hits Bianca in the back of the head with a vase. And Bianca's laid out like a pedestrian on GTA.
She
Like,
really like it was like boom.
and it's like, it's like, what the hell? And then Lily is over here in the back fucking corner peeping out.
Oh wow.
She sees everything. She was never gone. She was still around.
I don't know what's gonna happen with Bliss, but I'm very excited. Do I want Bliss to beat her?
You
No.
think Bianca gets revenge? Well, not necessarily, because of course next week not going to have a show.
I don't give a damn. All I'm asking for in Nashville is someone new. So, well, not someone new, maybe someone we haven't seen in a long time. If it's Charlotte, that's fine, but please, Lord Jesus. I want, oh my God. I want Chelsea Green, maybe.
Justin said this would have had more fun, more time to build if this was at the Rumble. It's happening June 2nd because we're in Bianca's backyard. Well, technically, we're like a few acres down the street.
She's not. This isn't her territory. Her territory is more so Knoxville.
It's her surrounding area.
The surrounding area is 3 hours to be exact. This is Middle Tennessee.
I don't know. I might have to slide to Nashville for Monday Night Raw. I don't know. I might listen. That first week of January is a very big month. I have to say there are like really a lot of back-to-back shows. So it's like Monday we're in Nashville, Friday we're in Memphis, Saturday we're where I'm located, which you will never know. Unless you look at the ticket sales. But then again,
I'm in Nashville. This is my backyard.
Oh, this is your house.
This is my. This is
mine.
Oh.
But we do know that 2 weeks away, Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss will be going face to face for that Raw Women's Champion. Who will win? I have absolutely no idea, but I'm definitely rooting for Bianca Belair as always. And this will be when Nikki and I return back to talk about. I mean, it's the new year. It's the second day of the month of January of a new year.
Yes.
You know,
I will be going to that show. So I'm excited to see this. I don't know. I really don't know. And it's funny that this was announced the way in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
this technically is the last show. So I mean, until the 2nd. So okay, so here we have Dexter Lumis versus Miz for winner takes all ladder match, and it was quite interesting. There was a lot of action happening, as you can see here. I mean, the table got fully destroyed. You never know what you can get in a ladder match. People were very much speculating that Miz is going to have someone to help him. More like a John Morrison, someone who he has constantly turned his back on. Well, he did have someone to come help him. But it wasn't the Miz. It wasn't John Morrison. It was Bronson Reed. Someone who was in NXT, was a North American champion. He wasn't had much of a long reign for a year, but he ended up losing it. And he returns tonight to assist the Miz on winning his money back. Yeah. $9,000 ladder match, and it was.
You could have not told me that this was going to happen.
No, would never expect it.
No capacity.
I knew that he was going to be, there was comments and like rumors about him, coming back, just never exactly, when. And I know a lot of people say, well, a lot of these people, they sit here, they talk about and they bash WWE and all this and that, and then they come right back. You know how many times you may have bashed the guy that you're with and you go right back to him? Hello, it's the same scenario. It's literally the same thing. You sit here, you talk about never going back to him, never going back to him. He's trash. I should never got myself caught with him. And look what happened. You go right back to him. Like and nothing happened. So what you mean? It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
That is true.
We'll all do it, So can't really be mad at Mr. Bronson Reed, but he did help the man secure his bag, and now the man's is no longer broke, and that's on that.
I'm excited. I'm upset a little bit because I really wanted Dexter to win, but do these people even know who the hell this man is?
That is a very good question. People don't even look like they only watch. I mean, the little boy in the green shirt down there looks a little destroyed. A lot of people, I don't know, some people was cracking jokes like, what the hell happened to Roman Reigns and why is he alive? This? It's disgustingly awful. You Americans really, really know how to do something to people.
What the fuck happened to Roman Reigns?
It's fucking wild.
It's probably quite honestly the craziest shit that I've heard. Oh yeah.
Like this is the like when I tell you that it's so awful that they would really say what happened to fucking Roman Reigns and why did he align himself with the Miz. Those who thought that should really go to jail. I'm not going to lie.
And this is why. Honestly, this is why. Oh.
All right. So we move on to this match here because Adam Pearce did grant this match to AJ Styles, so he gets his match with Sami Zayn tonight. And this match was going really well, I will have to say. But Solo Sikoa comes out, becomes a distraction, and causes AJ Styles the match, which Sami Zayn ends up winning. And of course, the Bloodlines situations and issues and problems can still continue on throughout the rest of the night. This is not the last time we get to see all of the Bloodline. But we get here next because, as we know, Seth is going to be facing Austin Theory really soon. And both of them cut a hella fire promo tonight. They really did. And, this is something that is a nice build up for because these two have history. I mean, when Austin Theory left the way, he ended up being a messiah for Seth Rollins. And now he's on his own, doing his own thing.
Yeah. I think this makes Seth the babyface, though.
It does.
I mean, he's already so over with the crowd, honestly, anyway, so it doesn't make sense. Why not, have it in such a manner where Theory's this bad guy. But if you think about it, with the story with Theory, it's really a villain's it's one of those stories where it's just like, is he a villain or is he a villain to you? Because it's like he cashes in, he gets embarrassed, and now he's holding the title. Maybe he's a little more macho and a little more aggressive and a little more frustrated with everything. But You will be too, honestly. Ask yourself, you know? Look at this fool with his shiny ass jacket on and his shiny ass pants and a slick back looking like a fucking Elton John. It's cute though, honestly. I mean, Theory is really taking over in a sense of the persona of the bad guy that Seth Rollins really thinks he is, but he's really not a bad guy. Seth Rollins is really not this like. If anything, he's everyone loves it. Everyone loves everything that he does. You know?
Very true. I mean, it was his hometown tonight, so you gotta, live up to the hometown hero type situation. But
Yep.
of course, the bloodline, the Usos back again
Lord Jesus.
for the 30th time tonight. And Theory says, you know what? This has nothing to do with me. My name ain't Bennett and I ain't in it. So I'm gonna get the hell on out. We're going on out of here. I'm gonna let the Usos deal with you, sweetheart.
Period. Period.
I'm gonna let the Usos deal with you because I have no beef with those guys. I have nothing to do with them. And well, the bloodline, they attacked him, and then Kevin Owens comes out to even out the odds. And now we're full circle back here again, where they once were somewhat of a tag, and then it didn't turn out that way, and now they're tagged once again tonight, so that they can take on the Usos.
I don't know. I was surprised.
Are you surprised, really?
Really, like honestly, truly, I mean, two of the most you're looking at like NXT royalty, like WWE legends in the making, because I still feel like they have so much to do. But I mean, honestly, opponents like Brock Lesnar, opponents like Stone Cold, feuds with people like Triple H and Vince, and I mean, my God, John Cena. These are two. This is so egotistical. Two men who just greedy sons of bitches on the same team.
That is very true. I mean, and at some point, really thought maybe it would have been like Becky and Bailey main event tonight, but unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. But of course, before we really even dive more into the action, the absolute best of 2022 will be happening next week, but we won't be here. Also, let you guys know, 2 weeks away, Bianca Belair will be defending her Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss in Nashville, Tennessee. Nick is going to be there. I might pull up. I really don't know just yet. But me and Nikki will probably not be sitting together. It's very possible.
That's fine, honestly.
And also, 2 weeks away, also happening in Nashville, we do have the United States Championship match happening. Austin Theory versus Seth freaking Rollins. Yes, this is happening in the Nashville, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki's getting a good show. I mean, this is the first show of the year. Something has to happen. You know what? I might have to make that drive. Not going to even lie to you. I'm off on that Monday too.
I swear, if Charlotte pops up, I'm going to be so like, holy fucking shit,
Shout out to the game.
Austin Theory versus Seth is going to be so good.
It is. It's going to be a really good match. I'm excited. Let's see. So we get here. More women, because this is a women's wrestling talk. And
number one women's wrestling show on the planet.
So we have Bailey versus Becky. And then one on three match, basically, to be honest.
Oh,
That's
no.
how it went. And before this, Becky did cut a promo backstage where she talked about how Bailey basically took the knife and stabbed her in the back. She said a lot of things about Miss Bailey here. And well, I don't think that this is going to be the end, by the way, of what happened tonight. So it was a really good match, I want to say. It really was. Despite Dakota and Io being literally involved in this match, Bayley picks up the win over Becky. I don't think this is the end of it. This cannot be.
Honestly, it can't be. But what I'm so confused about is like when Bianca was feuding with Bayley, they automatically like gave her Oscar and gave her Bliss.
Are they waiting for people to put with Becky?
I wonder, because it's going to be very, very interesting if they were to do some kind of switcheroo and let Charlotte come and be with Becky.
Can you imagine that though?
Like, people will go crazy. Oh my god, like, oh my god, they hate each other. Oh my god, blah, blah, blah. And then they're on the same team.
Oh, that would be, oh my god.
Like, could you imagine?
Joseph said Bailey is scared of Becky. She needs to kiss Dakota and Io's butt without them too sure she wouldn't have beaten Becky.
Damage control.
We bring the thunder. We control the
Damage control. It's bloody awful, really. No, it can't be over though. Like, seriously, it can't. I mean, that's
there was no way that this could be over. There's absolutely no way this could be over. There's a lot that could happen here. And I mean, it's so much more story to be built. Yes, she does have a win over Becky, but with the help of Damage Control, let's be honest. So imagine the 4 horsewomen as the WWE Women's Tag Team.
Honestly, like I could see Charlotte and Becky winning those titles, and then this time around I would have Becky like turn on Charlotte, like, and do it a little different, so that way we can get the best of both of them, because the first go around, obviously Charlotte was a big heel. She was honestly, to be honest, she really wasn't as big of a heel, but this made her big of a heel because she stole the victory, right? Mm-hmm. So I just feel like, why not? Because people are gonna hate it. But Jalen pointed this out to me too. If Charlotte wins another tag team championship, she will be the first ever woman to be the 2-time Grand Slam. Maybe she has to, because she did the NXT twice too. So now she would have to do the tag team, since obviously the Divas Championship does not. And we know how many times she's won the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships, if we were just counting those two. But very interesting. Well, no, because Sasha. Oh no, she's only won the SmackDown Women's Championship once. Mm-hmm. Oh, and she only won the NXT. Well, I don't even know if they count the NXT. I don't know. If it's Charlotte, listen, I just would love for her to see her on January the 2nd. I don't know who. It's gonna be something. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we will see Brock Lesnar. I just, for some reason, I think he'll come out
for the Rumble, you know.
Yeah, like for some reason, and then I don't know, like
you might get fucking Edge back.
Jesus. Imagine.
I can imagine. But I don't think this is the end of it. I think this continues on. Maybe Becky is going to have to find her some people that hates Damage Control just as much as she hates them. That's one thing I could pretty much say. So we get to our main event. Seth and Kevin versus the Usos. Usos did not have the tag titles. Well, they brought them out with them, but this was very all over the place. I mean, there were so many things happening. You got this match here happening, but then you also have Solo Sequoia coming out there to interfere. Then you got the OC coming out to take out Solo Sequoia. Seth does a freaking like flying moonsault all over the place, and it was just so chaotic. It was Seth doing flips on people, and stuff, and gets really Solo, and Sammy is nowhere to be found while all this is happening. And the Usos lose tonight. 1, 2, 3, the Usos lose to Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. And then Sammy shows up. As it looked as if like there was going to be something happening here. Nothing happened. Sammy gets out of the ring and walks away. And this looks a little bit of a build-up that we're getting for the Tampa show where Kevin and John Cena will be tagging with each other to take on Sammy and Roman Reigns. So, I don't know exactly what is going to transpire here. I had absolutely no idea. But I will say that I'm very excited to see what the closing will be.
I personally think that Kevin is going to probably beat the shit out of Sammy, and then he's gonna get a haircut, and then yeah, I think he's gonna get a haircut. Honestly, just shave it right off.
You think he's going to get a haircut?
A haircut, yeah, like honestly, Kevin's gonna beat beat him so senseless that he's gonna be like, you know what, I need a haircut.
You know, that would be, I mean, I don't necessarily know if they're going to do that. Do you really think that Roman and Sammy are going to lose against Cena and Kevin? Like,
absolutely. On
the last day of the last show of the year,
there's no reason in my mind to think that John Cena would not pin Roman Reigns. No, there's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind that John Cena would fucking pin Roman Reigns as the fucking champion. There's no reason for me not to think that at all. I don't know. Unless Roman pins Kevin Owens, that's cool. But there's no reason for me to think that John Cena is not going to... he could pin Sammy. I feel like...
But what if Kevin pins Roman on the last show of the year?
Then I feel like he should be awarded at least one of those titles, to be honest.
Well, it's expected to happen at the Royal Rumble.
I don't know, honestly. I think John Cena's going to get the win. That's just me. He's definitely the guy. Like, I know Roman is the guy, but John Cena is the guy. Like, you know?
Well, do you think, yeah, I mean, he is, of course, his GOAT. Do you think that Kevin pins Sammy?
Oh, that could also be. Or Sammy pins Kevin.
But if Sammy loses, that means that Roman loses. But Roman's going to look at it as like, I wasn't pinned, so I didn't lose. You lost.
Kind of.
But that's how Roman's going to look at it. He's going to be like, you lost.
I just don't see John Cena losing. Like, could you imagine?
I mean, he's only doing
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. John, I know you follow me on Twitter and I know you listen to the channel, but dude, I'm gonna laugh so freaking hard if you lose. Cause this doesn't make sense. I would never book you like that. I'm not even a big fan of John Cena. But Jesus Christ, I would never like book that man. I don't give a damn if it's Roman. Like, there would be no way that John Cena would lose. John fucking you're talking about like honestly, John Cena on Fox. Like Fox, like SmackDown, like this is taking it to a time where people like John Cena was the top guy. Like he's a household name. He's like the marquee of sports entertainment, you know? He lose? My God, that's embarrassing. That's so fucking embarrassing. That's an oh my God, Jesus Christ. That's embarrassing to the whole fucking company, I feel like.
Can you imagine? They lose and then The Rock comes out.
I would be so fucking pissed.
I'd be so happy. And I would laugh too. No lie.
So happy it's crazy.
I'm like, forget Rampage. We're going straight into SmackDown. Rampage can wait.
I honestly want to see what Rampage has for that day. Honestly. Because ratings are going to be out the roof.
Unless they bring a fucking CM Punk back.
Don't quote me though, because I'm not a ratings kind of person. So if they're low, then don't say you said they were going to be high. I'm just saying they should be for fucking John Cena.
You would think, right? Well,
that's it, you guys.
That is it. That was the Raw. This is our last show for Raw.
This is, yes.
Until next year. And we will definitely not be here next week for the Best of 2022 Raw show. So don't come looking for us. This is our last show of the year for Monday Night Raw. We will still have our Impact going on for you guys. Just so you know, SmackDown will still be going for me, even though I try to take a vacation. It didn't turn out that way. I said I was going to come back at the Rumble, maybe WrestleMania. But people don't, people just don't.
But it didn't work out that way.
It did.
Get out right now. Okay.
Let's see. So
voting is still open for the Turnbuckle Glam. We have some amazing surprises for you guys. I cannot wait for you guys to see. Like Santana said that on the show, I think it was Friday night. Even if you've never watched Turnbuckle Glam, this is going to be an award show, so it's going to be very fun. And there's a lot of surprises.
This is what you guys to pull up. Like that's really all it is.
Because I'm telling you, once it happens, you're going to be hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're going to be like, oh damn, like what? Yeah.
Like this
so pull up, and thanks to everyone who has voted. Polls are still open. I'm going to be doing some more promotion on that through the week because the polls do end Friday. Pretty much are looking at our winners though. Polls have been very tight. So yeah. And then we are having an Impact award show of our own, but more details of that will be coming Thursday of this week, and we will be here for Thursday because we do have a show. Mm-hmm. we do. We have a show. We have a good show. We have 2 tag team matches coming up. We have Savannah Evans and Tasha Steelz versus Jordan Grace and Mickie James. And then we have another tag team match with Deonna Purrazzo teaming up with Giselle Shaw versus the Death Dolls, and the Impact Knockouts World Tag Team Championships are actually on the line as well. And I have footage for both of those.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, we do have our top 25 Women's Wrestling Talk top 25 Women Wrestlers 2022. That will be dropping next week for you guys, so you know. The first set is probably going to drop on Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas is going to be a busy day.
11 through 25, maybe drop it on that Monday, because I am off on that Monday. So I may drop it on Monday, and that'll be 11 through 25. That'll drop on Monday, and then throughout the rest of the week, all the way up until the 31st, the top 10 will drop, and pretty much go from there. We may have a panel discussing the list and everything like that. That hasn't been discussed, but it's a possible panel that could.
We can do that on the 1st.
Hmm?
We should do that on the 1st.
We could. I don't think nobody's doing anything for New Year's, but
it's on a Sunday too.
That is. We'll keep you guys posted, and see what happens. We could do it for the 1st. See who's available. They want to hop in, they can. If not, it is what it is. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna chit chat about the list, talk about it. You'll get to hear some perspectives and different things like that of why people were placed where they were, and different things like that, and pretty much go from there. That's about it. Yeah. So.
Well, for our Monday Night Raw viewers, we want to say thank you so much. I think this would be 51 consecutive weeks.
This would be.
So.
We started all the way. Well, technically, I came in mid-season. I did. I came in a little bit of.
We started these the first week of January.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Leslie.
I was here for the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then what you paying me for, bitch, to get in the goddamn room. And so after that, we did have Leslie. Shout out to her. She's doing some amazing things.
She is.
Amazing things. Shout out to her. Yes, bitch. A lot of amazing things that she's doing over there. So happy for her and everything she's doing. But yeah, so see y'all in 2023, child, for Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, for the remaining of the week, we do still have.
I give you a restart.
We still have some shows, so make sure you check those out. I know tomorrow there's no show, and then Wednesday there's news, and then the vitamin. You said what?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, then you said then the Dynamite Dolls will be.
Come in the room, I will.
Shut up! Shut the hell up, both of y'all. The Dynamite Dolls will be here for Dynamite on on Wednesday. We do have Jamie Hayter versus Sheeta.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Thursday we gave you the rundown for that. And then Friday, Santana will be here with Stephanie for their last. Will that be y'all last?
No, our last show's on Tampa. The 30th.
Oh, right. Tampa.
And
then we have the Christmas special on Sunday. So make sure you guys come.
Be festive, because I'm gonna be festive for the first time.
I'm dressing like I'm giving out awards. I'm made up my mind. I really was trying to find like a cute like sweater. Mm-hmm. I couldn't find one, so I gave up.
I'm doing my makeup for the first time. Well, not for the first time for y'all, but in a while for y'all. It's gonna be all Christmassy. I got some accessories put in my head to make it all Christmas-like.
That's cute. That's fun.
Angelic like, and especially my hair look like this. Oh yeah.
Well, if you want to see Miss Jingle Bell, make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in.
I'm gonna be right here.
Make sure you tune in on Sunday at 9 p.m. Central. We will be here, of course, for the Turnbuckle Glam first annual award shows. Okay, it's gonna be lit. You've been tuned in and rocking, of course, with the best women's wrestling talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet, and for the last time, y'all, as our CEO would say,
you don't say this shit Thursday.
Now, y'all. I might not.
Yes, you are.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.